Disclaimer, we are not professionals and are just beginning our podcast journey. We apologize for the minor inconveniences when it comes to the quality. As we learn, we will continue to make improvements to our show. Thank you.
All right, guys. Josh isn't here right now.
He went to go get some DoorDash.
Yeah, but we started it. He went to the front door to get DoorDash.
We're just gonna start and then
We're gonna
he's
start it.
come back.
He's not gonna know what's going, so we'll just see what happens. You're probably gonna hear a door open. It's gonna be his door. We've had a bunch of issues tonight with the mics, so yeah, it's gonna be difficult to figure out this situation long term.
Yeah, we might have a few things ready, but I think we can definitely get something straight.
Yeah, I don't know when he's coming in, so we gotta just wait for him now. But we got the OG team here.
It's kind of crazy.
If Josh didn't join us, we wouldn't ever have these mic problems.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. just joking. Totally. But yeah, we're waiting for him now. Oh, okay. Josh, we started the episode already. So
That's gonna be a lot of noise.
I warned them.
Okay, I'm back.
All right, Josh got his DoorDash. Josh, why don't you tell us what you got? Okay, that was Josh getting onto the bed because I told him we're in a different area. If you guys hear a cricket in the background, he is actually placed there by us for the effects of the campfire sessions, so don't worry about that. Josh, why don't you tell us what you got?
I DoorDashed some Cheez-Its.
Just plain?
Extra cheesy Cheez-Its.
Okay.
What are they called? Not peach rings, but they're just peaches. Like gummy peaches.
Okay.
And I was gonna get Ben & Jerry's, but every time I try to get Ben & Jerry's, it's sold out. So I got plain vanilla ice cream.
What brand?
Edie's.
I have no clue.
Oh,
what that
Edie's is pretty good. Okay. So what are we gonna get into here?
I mean,
Did you talk about the audio at all?
Yeah, we did. We
Yeah.
did.
Okay, I missed it. I'm sorry.
it's all your fault.
Really sorry.
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out. Hopefully by next week we will at least have a solution in place
Yeah.
to execute on soon. But for now, we're going with what we have. So, yeah, we're figuring it out. Welcome to episode 6. No, 7. This is episode 7. Jesus. What do we got here, guys?
I mean, we could talk about the car stickers.
Yeah, you wanna talk about that?
attachables.
All right, we were having a bit of a conversation before about car stickers and like bumper stickers and accessories and like the stupidest ones.
Yeah. Josh, do you have like a favorite or most hated one?
I definitely have a most hated one. Baby
Which-
on board.
Why is that your most hated one?
Because, like, I don't want to be a dick, but who gives a shit? Why do I care if your baby's with you or not? Like, do you think I'm going to drive... Like, okay, baby on board assumes that everyone else is driving like an asshole and, like, oh, because they have a baby, let's, like, tone it down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, which one do you think is worse, the one with the baby or the one with like the gun sticker, like the carry on?
I don't really like that one either. But why don't we like that one?
Well, I know you could argue like, oh, that's if you get pulled over by the police, they are already aware of it.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's why anybody gets it. I think people get it just to be
People
like,
get it just to,
oh,
like-
you better back off. You know, I'll shoot you.
Trying to be a tough guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, those never really bothered me. It's more of the baby on board or the family ones with, like, all the family members.
That one is annoying.
Yeah.
Why would you advertise your family to the world?
And what happens if someone passes away? Do you like just take their sticker off?
Yeah, you just like scrape it off.
I guess you have to.
You know what? I'm not done with baby on board yet because
Oh, okay.
why?
What?
Why is it on someone's car?
Okay, do you think student driver is the same category as that then?
No, because student driver means that someone is learning to drive, so be a little more patient with them. The baby
Okay,
doesn't
all right,
affect...
fair.
Oh, okay, maybe the baby affects the mother or the father needing to pay attention to the baby, but you shouldn't be paying attention to a baby while you're driving.
Yeah, I agree.
The student driver, you don't have to... Like, it doesn't take their attention away. The student driver is driving, but the only thing that you have to be wary of is if they're going slow or maybe taking a little bit longer at a stop sign. But the baby on board, I just don't understand.
Yeah, I could see that. Kyle, do you have a favorite Hermosa?
Yeah, I do. This one is actually on the front of the car. Eyelashes on mirrors, or not mirrors, front lights.
I don't think I've seen that.
You've seen eyelashes, right, Josh?
Only once.
I've seen them a couple of times, usually on like smaller cars.
So people pretend that their front headlights are eyes, and they'll put fake eyelashes.
That's so odd.
Or people put like reindeer antlers, which I think that
okay.
sometimes is kind of cool.
That's okay. What about the balls that hang from the back of a
Oh,
truck?
That's
truck
obnoxious.
I think it's funny though.
It's funny, but I feel like the people who do it think they're so much funnier than they actually are.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
Yeah.
I'd do it.
Of course you would do it.
I don't know if I'd do it.
All right, that was a quicker topic.
More like an intro kind of topic.
Yeah, just to break the ice a little bit. Josh,
Yes.
can you tell us about the infinite monkey theorem?
I sure can. I have to pull it up real quick.
This is another thing we were briefly discussing this week while trying to think of some things to talk about on this episode. I think this would be a really good topic.
Is there like a certain thing that this theorem follows?
Yes, I have it up on Wikipedia. I know people don't like Wikipedia, but it's always given me reliable information. The infinite monkey theorem states that a monkey hitting keys at random on a typewriter keyboard for an infinite amount of time will almost surely type any given text, including the complete works of William Shakespeare. So let's break this down. What it's saying is if you gave a monkey a typewriter and let it type until the end of time, it would generate every single combination of text imaginable at random.
I don't believe so,
Why not?
because as that monkey is typing, there will always be new text created, so it will never be able to catch up to it.
What do you mean by that, though? Like new works and like books and stuff?
Yeah. Because isn't that stating it can type every single book, every single version of a book, every single magazine article, every single Wikipedia page, every single dictionary in order. Is that not what it's stating?
It is, but this theory is saying it will happen infinitely. So eventually, when the Earth blows up or whatever, the monkey's still going to be typing.
Okay. That is
I
true.
can definitely see that then. If it's literally infinite.
If it's infinite, it will happen because infinity is.
Infinite.
That's there's no denying that.
So if you think of a monkey typing on a typewriter, obviously it's going to type a bunch of random letters, like just gibberish.
Right.
But it's basically saying that eventually the randomness will end up being complete works of art and literary texts, like you said, dictionaries. It'll type out full dictionaries. It'll type out full novels, just completely at random and by chance.
That's right. It will also. How many times do you think it could type like the same book with one letter off or one word off?
Oh, so you're
And
saying like it almost gets the book, but it
Think
misses a
about
letter.
it typing Romeo and Juliet 400 times, but every single time one letter is off.
Okay, listen to this. Consider the probability of typing the word banana on a typewriter with 50 keys. Suppose that the keys are pressed randomly and independently, meaning that each key has an equal chance of being pressed regardless of what keys have been pressed previously. The chance that the first letter typed is B is 1 in 50 because there's 50 keys on a typewriter.
Yep.
The chance that the second letter typed A is also 1 in 50, and so on. So, given these chances, the probability of the first word it types being banana, being banana, is less than 1 in 15 billion.
Less than 1 in 15 billion.
Yes, less than.
Meaning
but not zero. Not zero, though.
Okay. Obviously, it would never be zero because if you have an infinite amount of time, it's not impossible. But
So-
just think about that.
Just
One
for
word.
Just for the monkey to type out one word is
Can
less than
you
1 in 15
can you look up
billion.
how many words are in like Romeo and Juliet?
Oh,
Yes.
it's gotta be around.
Let's just say, for example, because that example gave Shakespeare. Just look up how many words are in like the book version of Romeo and Juliet.
This says the play of
Alright.
Romeo and Juliet has 24,545 words.
Can we get some math on that? Is there any?
I
is
mean,
there? Is
There
there?
is a way. If it's like
If it's 1 in 50 for each letter, words, you have to find out how many letters are in it
and
It's-
spaces.
and
I
spaces.
don't think I can do that right now.
Because the monkey would have to type the spaces perfectly too.
But
Okay.
if we were just doing words, what's the word amount?
Can you find the word amount to is 24,000?
Yeah, words 24,545.
Hold on,
Okay.
I don't know what I can do this math on.
There's no. I don't think there is a. The number will be too big. I don't think it will come out on a phone calculator.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and see if I can. What would the math be for that? Like,
I don't know how to calculate probabilities based off of the thing
50.
before it.
52, maybe I'll just do 24,000, so it's like even.
So 50 to the 24,000th power.
It doesn't even let me do it.
Is it? Yeah. That number is ridiculously huge.
Yeah, it's. The chance that it even makes Romeo and Juliet is slim, but I guess if you have infinite time, it would make every single book.
If you had infinite time, I think every single possible thing in the world could happen.
If you had infinite time, you could make Romeo and Juliet literally with names substituted. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
So, like, given the infinite amount of time, they could type all of Romeo and Juliet, but instead of their names being Romeo and Juliet, it could be Cody and Kyle. Like, they would type every version of Romeo and
Yeah,
Juliet.
they
with
could type one with-
every different name.
With a person like Bob and Frank. I don't
Think about
know.
all the possibilities it would type. Eventually,
Yeah.
this is one of those things that I can't think about too long. So
How-
I start getting anxiety.
How long do you think it would take for it to type a structured word?
Well, if it said banana was a less than 1 in 15 billion chance, I mean, I can't even fathom.
Wasn't that the chance of banana being the first word that it typed?
Oh, you're right.
So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
that
you're right.
obviously, because it's obviously not going to get it first try.
It's just gonna get slimmer and slimmer with every word too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you're right about that. Banana being the first word. I don't know. If you Google, I just Googled the infinite monkey theorem. The Wikipedia article came up.
Is there any other like pages about that?
the infinitemonkeytheorem.com.
Oh, it's a real thing.
Oh, actually, never mind. This is a. What the hell?
I'm sure somebody's made like an AI, right? That's just doing that.
No, it's a winery.
Oh.
Someone named. You know, that's smart though. Someone
Yeah.
named their winery after that, but that was what comes up when I Google it. So good on them. Good marketing.
I mean,
Good marketing could save somebody's life. Sometimes the best businesses aren't the actual ideas. It's just like
it's just the name.
like Shark Tank. Sometimes some of those products are so bad, but the pitch or like
It makes
the
people buy
persuasion
them.
actually makes people buy them. Shark Tank is such like a stupid show when you break it down. It's so for entertainment and like I think it's so like drawn out.
Yeah, but people do that in real life too.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think about Shark Tank, Josh? I've heard a lot of people have people really hate on it bad. People are like, oh, it's just the rich like flaunting their money.
There's been success stories from Shark Tank, like
Ring.
the Scrub Daddy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I read something that said most Shark Tank pitches have lasted hours, and they just cut it down.
Yeah, somebody, I think it was Mark Cuban.
Yeah.
He said like they last like 2 to 3 hours of just negotiating back and forth, which I would love to see an uncut version of that. I would watch it. That's the type of
Yeah.
person I am.
I definitely feel like you're right that it's. I don't think people get humiliated on it, but there's a lot of small businesses that go on there and just get like torn down after all the hard work they've done. But to be successful in business, you kind of have to have that attitude, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Business is such like a. I feel like most of the time, a reason a business is successful is because of like the marketing and the
Yeah, definitely. Look at how many, for example, like Coca-Cola commercials. Who doesn't know what Coke is?
Right.
But they market it so well that it's just, not that they need to, but they do different promotions and stuff
Right.
that keeps it relevant.
Because is Coke that good? When you actually drink it?
Personally, I think Pepsi's better.
Let's get into Coke versus Pepsi.
Coke versus Pepsi?
Yeah.
That's a tough
Are
one.
we
I
going
like
full brands or like taste of just
Just-
these
just
two
the
products?
sodas.
Regular Coke soda versus Pepsi soda.
I like Pepsi. I think it
I like
tastes a lot
Pepsi
better.
too. I think Pepsi is more refreshing.
Pepsi is
Yeah.
more like citrusy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Coke
that
is
makes it good.
Coke is like cola. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know it's like Pepsi Cola, but Pepsi almost is more like Sprite kinda. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see that. Pepsi's almost. I think it's like sweeter in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like Coke better.
I don't know. Coke leaves a really weird like
Yeah.
taste or like film on my teeth.
I feel
don't
like-
think Pepsi does as much.
I was gonna say I think Pepsi's like sweeter and more sugary.
I think they're pretty even
I
in
don't.
sugar.
I'm not really a huge fan of either though. I'm a ginger ale guy.
Yeah, ginger ale is definitely the best.
Root
I
beer.
don't like soda.
I like root
but
beer.
You know what? Fox and Park?
Yeah,
Easily best brand.
Is Fox and Park like a global thing or?
I think it's an East Coast thing.
I'll look it up. I think it's East Coast.
So, in is it West Haven?
Yeah,
In West Haven,
or it
Connecticut.
might be East Haven.
West or East Haven, Connecticut. I'm not too sure. There's the Fox and Park factory, which is where it's manufactured.
Yeah, Fox and Park, East Haven.
East Haven, Connecticut. So-
Family owned business in East Haven. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a. You could go there and like.
My mom was friends with the daughter
Yeah.
of that couple.
So we live pretty close to that. Probably like 25 minutes away from that.
This makes me want to go get
Fox and Park
ginger
is
ale.
the
Dude,
best
bro.
soda.
Ginger ale with just some ice in it.
Yeah, ginger
so
ale.
good.
Ginger ale's it's a really good comfort drink for me too.
I got like 3 boxes of, I don't even know how many, 24 of just Fox and Park sodas
Really? From
from Fox and Park, like the establishment
because
area.
your mom knew them?
No, from just my grandparents go every, like, however often we need it.
Fox
That's-
and Park. I wish soda wasn't so bad for you because soda's it's so good.
I don't like the, like, for example, like orange soda, grape soda, those types of sodas I don't like.
I like grape soda a lot actually.
Really.
Yeah,
But I
so,
was gonna say, go ahead.
some grape sodas are too sweet, but
I was gonna say I kind of have a wild take. So, you know, I said ginger ale with like some ice in it is refreshing.
yeah.
Knock on wood, I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to get sick, but sometimes, like being sick, especially when I was still in school and staying home from school, sometimes being sick was like kind of enjoyable.
I know what you're saying.
It
Definitely
has
not
it
when
has
you have like a
weird-
fever.
No, but like being home from school and like watching like Judge Judy with ginger ale, like some crackers.
You
I don't
really
know,
got the whole story. Judge
yeah,
Judy.
Judge, something about it is just, or like game shows at like noon when you know
Yeah,
everyone
like
else,
The Price is Right.
everyone else is at school and you're like,
Let's Make a Deal.
yeah,
Rest in peace, Bob Barker. By the way,
yeah, that's true.
he
forgot
just
about
died
that.
earlier today. He was
Um,
99, but damn.
I don't know. I absolutely hate being sick. I can't function when I'm sick, but
Yeah.
there's a weird like comfort in it. I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Not when you have a fever because I find that I get depressed.
No, having a fever is miserable.
I find that especially the most recent times. I think it's as I'm getting older. When I have a fever, I get the worst part of the fever for me is like the mental part of it. I feel like I will just never feel good ever again.
I'm gonna look up why a fever makes you depressed.
It's because your body temperature changes, which changes. There's some reasoning behind it.
It fries you.
Yeah.
Well, actually, yeah.
Yeah, it literally fries you.
Like, I think if you're above 107, your brain starts to shut down.
Well, yeah, 107. I had 106 one time when I was younger. I had to go to the hospital.
I think the most I've had is like 103 or 4.
A couple of years ago, I had 103.4. Man, that was
When I had COVID, mine was like 104 almost.
Yeah, that's once you get into the 103.4, you gotta maybe start considering like going to the ER, because that's when you can get like.
Yeah,
I think once you hit 104, you really should consider that. I mean,
I was close. I felt miserable when I had. I don't want to make everyone like. I don't want this to be a Debbie Downer episode, but that was when I had COVID. That was terrible. That was like the worst I've ever.
It's funny
been
too
sick.
because when I had COVID, I really didn't even feel it.
Really?
Yeah, I remember. This was really irresponsible of me, because it was right when COVID was starting to settle down a little bit. I wasn't feeling the best the morning, and I had plans to go play basketball with my friends. And I followed through with it, and I went, and I had COVID all day, and I didn't even know. And I was around people all day. I was around all my friends. Then I took a test later that night, and I tested positive.
Those are the reasons why it like spread so much.
Yeah,
Because
nobody that I knew got it, but I'm sure somebody at the basketball court got it.
Yeah.
But I didn't even know because I felt like, okay, I had like a stuffy nose, but I guess in that time I should have been more responsible. But
Whatever. Yeah. I mean, I'm just glad it's mostly over.
Yeah.
Have you heard that it's been like getting worse though?
yeah, I sent you Cody something the other day. Schools in Kentucky have shut
Yeah.
down.
That's crazy.
There's also so that's coming back, and there's like flesh-eating bacteria in fish right now that are
Yeah.
killing people.
Like lakes and stuff.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were gonna get sushi last weekend, but we all said no because I think it's literally just on the East Coast. There's flesh-eating bacteria in salt water and like shellfish.
I think like 4 people have died this summer, right?
Yeah, that scares me.
Yeah,
That's
'cause-
why I hate bodies of water and swimming because
Yeah.
you can like. Have you heard of like the brain-eating amoeba and stuff?
Yeah.
They like go up your nose and just like you can't cure it. Just a
Yeah.
little bacteria.
You ever heard of the deer too? The zombie deer?
Yeah, that's like ridiculous. All right, guys, I just wanted to take a quick minute to shout out all of our socials. Our link tree is in every bio. Our full podcasts are uploaded on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple. All of those you can find in our link tree and at Campfire Sessions. If you want to follow us on Twitter, it's campsesh1520, SESH. Instagram and TikTok is Campfire Sessions 0. Yeah, that is it. Our link tree is everywhere. Make sure you follow us, turn on notifications, and tell a friend about us. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the podcast.
What were we gonna talk about? Oh, the part 2 to the thing at the green. Remember?
Yeah, I have something to say first. While
Okay,
we're on
yeah.
the topic of not so happy things, guys, for the first time in like 2 years, I had sleep paralysis the other night. I know we talked about it a couple episodes ago.
Yeah.
Why don't you go into detail about it?
Did we? Is that?
Yeah,
the
no,
scrap?
that was the episode we posted. So yeah, it was about 5 a.m. Okay, so it started very quickly. It was like I was like, it was like I got thrown into a cutscene. So I opened my eyes, which I was on my stomach, and the first thing I noticed is my foot is hanging out of the blanket off the bed, and I'm like, oh man, I can feel it. I felt it. It was colder than the rest of my body. I knew it was out of the blanket. I open my eyes. I am on my stomach, so my head is turned, and I can't see much. So this was one of the few times I've hallucinated. So right when I open my eyes, I hear a voice, and all the voice tells me, it says, "You're gonna die." And then I look, and there's a face in my blanket that I'm looking at.
What kind of face?
It looked like one of those like, those like stone statues of like angels,
Yeah.
but it almost looked like scary, almost like like the Love Ranger
Yeah.
from Fortnite.
I
It
don't know
almost
what
looks like
kind of-
that.
I don't know what kind of statue that would be.
It's like a stone statue. That's like the best way I could describe it though, like the Fortnite skin. That's crazy enough as it is, but those like stone statues of like angels and stuff, it looks like that in my blanket because my blanket is gray. And then I close my eyes because I don't want to see that anymore. And at this point, I'm able to calm myself down a little bit. But right when I close my eyes, I can feel my heart beating in my ears and everything starts getting really hot. And once that happens, I just hear screaming in my ears. And about probably like 10 seconds later, it just died out. And I think this was the first time I ever woke up afterwards. I usually fall right back asleep. But I woke up this time and I was just like, oh man. I actually texted our group chat. It was like, I think it was 5:50 in the morning. I was like, and there's a sleep paralysis.
I feel like I was awake.
Were you?
I might have been. I might have woken up and then gone back to sleep. Do you ever have the sleep paralysis where you're stuck in an endless loop where every time you go back to sleep, you just get it?
No, but yeah, Cody just showed me 5:52 a.m. What day was that?
Yesterday, so
Was that only
Thursday,
yesterday?
Friday morning. Yeah.
I've had it where I wake up and I get out of it and then I fall back to sleep really fast and I get it again and it keeps happening.
No, I've never had that. That seems scary. But there was one time I had it and then I fell asleep and then I dreamed that I had it again. And then I woke up and I was like, okay, that one wasn't real. I knew it. But yeah, that one was a little scary.
Sleeping can be scary.
Just
There's
the fact
some-
that
Yeah, go ahead.
Just the fact that, like, you pretty much, like, time travel when you're sleeping is scary. Because you don't remember any of it. You wake up, and it's 8 hours later.
Do you ever remember falling asleep?
Sometimes.
There's, like, a handful of times that I can say, like, I know what I did right before I fell asleep.
My girlfriend never remembers it. I'll tell her something that happened 10 minutes before she fell asleep, and she'll be like, what?
No, I'm not like that. I'm always, like... I'm never, like, out of it. I usually am with it. And then this is bad, but I usually go to bed, like, with my phone.
Oh, I do that every night. I have to now.
It's a habit that I really want to break, but I usually will have a YouTube video on, and I always remember, like, shutting the screen off to turn the video off, and then I'll usually fall asleep. So
Yeah.
it's not like I'm, like, out of it for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Do you sleep with anything, Cody?
Yeah, I either put like a video on, or if I don't like feel like watching anything, I'll have music on all night.
Yeah, I wish I could be one of those people that, like, puts their phone across the room and, like, plugs it in and then just goes to bed, but I can't.
I see some people who do that, and they'll put their alarm on their phone, but they'll make it so they can't turn it off unless they get up, because
Yeah.
it'll be across the room.
But that's a good idea. I wish I could do it. I just gotta try to do it.
I like falling asleep with... I have to fall asleep with sound. First of all, I can't sleep without it. But I like falling asleep with a video. I don't know if it's good for me or not, but I find it, like, comforting to me. I don't like falling asleep in silence or in darkness.
See, I like my room to be completely dark. I used to sleep with a TV, but I can't sleep with the TV on anymore.
I always sleep with the TV, and I have, like, Christmas lights strung up in my room.
No, when I turn the lights off in my room, I really can't see anything. There's no light in here.
That's so freaky to me.
Really?
Yeah, like I don't think I may have done that once or twice because I have a street light that goes into my room, but it's so freaky to me to sleep with lights off.
I usually just turn my back so I'm facing the wall, and then I have no idea what's going on.
That's
in my room.
scarier to me. I'm like... Because unless I'm falling asleep instantly, I'm just going to sit there facing the wall being like, it's behind me. I don't know what it is, but...
I used to scare myself like that, but I don't anymore. If I have a video on, I just focus on that.
Oh, yeah, with a video, yeah.
Yeah.
But I could do that with a video. I could do darkness with a video.
Yeah, because I'll put my phone face down, and it doesn't light up my room.
Oh, I still need to be looking at it.
No, usually I'll listen to a video that I specifically can mostly just listen to.
Okay, I'm about to say two things about myself that are probably really weird to other people, and I can't explain why, but they're both involved in sleeping. The first one is, I like putting on a long YouTube video when I fall asleep, but I like having it run while I'm sleeping. I don't
agree.
know how to explain that, but I don't want to put on a 10-minute video and then fall asleep, because then I won't be able to sleep knowing that it's going to end in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, don't you get nervous that you're going to have no audio?
Right, or I'm going to be alone. Like, I want that video to sleep with,
I know why, because, like, don't say that, dude. You want the video to sleep with
No,
you?
no. I want that video to be there playing when I wake up.
Yeah,
like a
or
live
like
stream.
if you like wake up to like get a drink or something, you know the video is going to still be there.
That's what I do. I'll usually fall asleep to a video, and then usually in the queue next, it'll be like somebody's past live stream, and I'll wake up and I'll be like an hour into the live stream. I'll be like, hey, I still got 2 more hours. If I wake up in an hour, the video is still going to be there for me.
Yeah, I understand.
I don't know. That's kind of weird. Probably if you're listening, you might think that's weird. The second thing is, not during summer, but during school, when I have to wake up at like 6:30, I set an alarm. Did I talk about this before?
I don't think on here.
I set an alarm at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
just because
Yeah.
I like to wake myself up. Because when I wake myself up at 4 a.m. and I see that I have 2.5 hours left to sleep, it makes me like actually happy and excited.
Yeah, I think we talked about this because I remember saying, if it wakes me up and then I can't go back to sleep, it's even worse.
Yeah, I think we might have talked about this a little.
Yeah, because we talked about sleep.
Yeah. That's all I have to say about the sleeping topic. I could go on about sleeping for a long time, but what did you have to say?
Remember today? So remember
Yeah.
we talked about the memorial sites.
Do you want to remind everybody?
Yeah. So a couple episodes ago, I think it was episode 3. Was it?
Yes.
We talked about the memorial sites at the place we went to play Pokemon Go, where they had the little places set up with like flowers and like stones that say "in loving memory," stuff like that. We went back today for Pokemon Go Fest, and there's a giant one in like the center of the place that we play.
Yeah, it was like a giant statue.
Giant statue, another one of these memorial type things. and I didn't really see what happened. I think you saw what happened, but I heard it. I guess there was a kid and his dad like playing catch or something. Is that right?
Yeah, but it's almost irrelevant to the story, just because of what happened.
Well, what did he? So basically, he just whipped a plastic bottle.
He whipped a bottle of apple juice at the statue.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was trying to do. But what's with all these monuments and statues getting like
shit on by little kids.
Yeah, I mean, obviously these kids don't know what they are, and we're not
It's
trying
just
to
funny.
say it's wrong.
It's just funny that it keeps happening
Yeah.
when we're there.
That's what is that 2 times in a row now that we've been there.
Yes, just little kids playing and making light of these things. I don't know. I don't want to get too much into it, but it was just funny how it happened again.
Yeah.
Have either of you guys heard of North Sentinel Island?
That's the island where like there's that like tribe like living.
Yeah, I have a quick note on it. It's basically what I wrote down is it's an island where people live in voluntary isolation, and they defend the island by force from the outside world. So it's a tribe of people who live on an island by themselves.
Yeah, nobody's ever come back if they try to go like visit it, right?
Yeah, in the note I made about it, they killed a fisherman who approached their land, probably with just like spears and like, makeshift weapons.
Yeah, I heard about this.
I think there was another guy that was like trying to get them to come back too.
Some guy, some like idiot was like, "Oh, I can go contact them. They'll talk to me," and like they just killed him. Let me pull up the article.
I think they even like let him walk into their land too.
He
I
really
wanna
thought
find
he
the
had
story,
it.
Yeah.
They tricked him, bro. Imagine going in and you're like, I did it.
You know what's crazy? The estimated population is 40. However, because no one's ever gone to the island, they don't really know. So it could be 40 to 400 people.
That's kind of crazy too.
But that's
Yeah.
such a small group.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to read in real time here. I guess this island is an offshoot of India. It's patrolled by the Indian Navy.
It's patrolled by them, so they're like letting this happen.
I mean, they
Yeah.
kind of have to.
Indian authorities recognize the islanders' desire to be left alone, restricting outsiders to remote monitoring only, so people can monitor them by boat and in the air. But I think they've tried to shoot down like helicopters and stuff. Let me see if I can find it.
What guns do they have?
Yeah, what are they gonna shoot that down?
Well, with like spears and like slingshots and stuff.
Jesus, that's
The Sentinelese have repeatedly attacked approaching vessels, whether the boats were intentionally visiting the island or simply ran aground on the surrounding coral reef. The islanders have been observed shooting arrows at boats as well as at low-flying helicopters. Such attacks have resulted in injury and death. In 2006, islanders killed 2 fishermen whose boat had drifted ashore. And in 2018, an American Christian missionary, I think this is who you were talking about, Cody, an American missionary, 26-year-old John Chow, was killed after he attempted to make contact with the islanders 3 separate times. And he even paid local fishermen to transport him to the island.
That's so crazy. Like, why they allow him to do that?
I mean, that's his decision though.
Yeah, but
He was a missionary. So a missionary is someone who's a member of a religious group who's sent to an area in order to promote their faith.
I feel like at that point it's just being ignorant.
Or it says, or provide services to people such as education, social justice, healthcare. Like, why would you think these people want social justice and healthcare?
That guy's just a complete idiot.
These people don't bother anybody, and these people don't ever go out of their way to hurt anybody. So why wouldn't they just completely be left alone?
Imagine your boat sinks or something, like you're on like a cruise and your boat sinks and you're like stuck on a raft and you like wash up and you see land and you think you're safe and you just wash up there.
And they just start running after you.
Yeah, look at this.
You just see these guys just like running after you.
This thing says, one time an Indian merchant ship was wrecked on a reef near the island. 106 surviving passengers fended off attacks by the Sentinelese people, and they were rescued by the Royal Navy.
Ooh.
So they had to like fight for their life on the island. Like they probably just huddled up on like the corner of the island and just like
That could be made into like a really like good
Movie.
horror movie, horror / like drama.
yeah.
I wonder if there is any movies about that.
I think one of the main reasons why they want to be left alone is because people who go over there are bringing disease and bacteria that they have no immunity or protection from
Yeah,
because they're so isolated.
I was just gonna say, why would they ever think to bring like a healthcare system?
Yeah, it's just not. It's crazy how people live like this because like we're obviously so used to living how we live, like in houses with roads and cars and like going to the grocery store and stuff. So it's crazy that on the same planet that we live on, there's people living like this.
Like how we used to, literally hundreds of years ago.
Yeah. Trying to see if there's any more interesting facts. Trying to see if I could find how big the island is.
It's off the coast of India.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Do you blame them at all for doing that?
Like trying
Killing
to kill
people.
it. No.
I don't at all. That's their land.
It's their
Yeah.
home.
If you're
Think about
going
if
there, you're
someone's-
invading their.
Yeah, someone's trying to come into your house. You have to defend your land and your home.
I think Cody could talk some sense into them.
I agree, actually.
Imagine we just sent Cody, like, by himself.
We should do that for an episode. We'll just send Cody to the North Sentinel
We
Island.
sent Cody.
I would definitely encourage everybody to read about...
I thought you were
North-
going somewhere else with
No,
that.
no. North Sentinel Island. It's Sentinel. It's very interesting. It's very interesting that, like I said, there's people living like this on the same planet we live on.
Yeah, it's... Well, I don't get is why they don't want, like, new technology or anything.
They don't care for it. They don't have a need for it.
No, like, not, like, electrical devices, though. Like, just technology in general. Like, technology's not just, like electrical
like
things.
advancements in...
Yeah,
Weapons, at least.
yeah.
Or maybe they're trying to make their own.
Yeah. Nobody knows what they have there.
I guess so.
Except
Imagine they build like something that makes the iPhone look like a piece of garbage.
Imagine they're already on Mars and we don't know.
Yeah.
I wonder what they do there for fun.
They probably just live. They have to live.
It's probably peaceful. And when they're not being visited by missionaries, it's probably peaceful.
How many people do you think try and visit there? Like in a
not
year?
Not a lot.
Probably
It's-
like a couple, handful.
on the article I read, it literally lists like 3 examples.
I don't know. That's almost like scary to me.
Do we know when it was like discovered?
I could tell you in 1 second. I just gotta find it.
I just don't get, like, again, I don't get why people try to visit after the deaths.
Because people think that people have really big egos. That's why.
That's so stupid.
Exactly. People are like, oh, well, they won't mess with me, but I'll just go there.
And then you get mauled by a group of people.
With like wooden spears.
I mean, what's stopping people from coming with, like, our weapons and just
Yeah, but why?
airing out the island?
That would be so like. I'm guessing India would not like that.
Yeah, because it is patrolled, so I think that would start something.
It almost like they protect them.
So do you think if one person went there with like a gun, like why has like I guess nobody cares enough, right?
No, I mean, like, okay, hypothetically, if one person, okay, what kind of gun is it?
A handgun, like a little pistol.
A handgun?
But they have they have some clips.
So they have enough ammo to hypothetically.
They have 100 bullets.
Well, it said there could be up to 400 people.
Let's just say 100 then.
They would be absolutely toast.
Yeah.
These people probably know the island like the back of their hand. They could hide in trees, hide in.
How many do you think it would take out a couple of people though?
Probably.
Maybe
but
I would say like 1 or 2. Someone that guy gets or whoever guy or girl. I'm not gonna. That person gets hit with a spear. They're done.
True.
Or a rock to the head, and then
Ooh.
they just gotta get finished off.
Rock to the head.
that's that old-fashioned way.
They're barbaric, with spears and stuff.
But you know
like,
what?
that's
They're
like-
probably the most peaceful people on earth.
Yeah,
And we just can't.
They keep it
figure out.
themselves, and like that. Yeah, that's so crazy how we can't just like.
Leave them alone.
For the most part, we have.
Right. But they're not bothering anybody. Like that missionary. Idiot.
That's someone who's just an idiot.
Yeah.
It was probably someone trying to spread like a religion too.
He probably came with like pamphlets.
Let me
Yeah,
see if
they
I can
can't
click
read,
into
whatever.
it more.
They have their own language, I'm sure.
Where does it say it?
Yeah, what language do you think they speak?
Sentinelese, I think.
Oh, so they do have their own language. Or
Oh,
is that...
Well,
is
that might
there-
not be true. That might not be true because they're the Sentinelese people. I don't know if that's a language. This article's long. I'm trying
Well,
to
is there other Sentinelese people and they just live on the North Sentinelese Island? Is it just a one tribe of people, or is there a whole, like... I don't know.
Listen, this article, the Sentinelese, also known as the Sentinelli, indigenous people who inhabit North Sentinel Island. Total population 35 to 400. So that's it.
So they just know there's at least 35 people.
It's presumed they speak Sentinelese.
Oh, okay. That's a really interesting, like...
They've
Concept.
consistently refused any interaction with the outside world. In 1956, the government of India declared the island a tribal reserve and prohibited travel within 3 nautical miles of it.
What is nautical miles? Is that...
5.6 kilometers, so it's just like ocean miles.
Are ocean miles different than land miles?
It might be measured differently because it's not like a flat surface. I mean, it
Interesting.
is, but like,
It's
don't-
not a flat surface. The ocean is the flattest
Maybe
surface.
it's,
No,
in the
but like,
world.
it's not like- it's not like a-
including underwater too.
yeah, it's not like a constant surface. Like
Okay,
it's like,
yeah, you're right.
you know what I mean?
I'm just fucking with you.
Photography is prohibited.
Okay.
I was just gonna look up pictures, but you know what? I'm still gonna.
There is pictures. I just looked right now. There's, very blurry. There's not a lot of images.
That's so crazy. That they just live there alone.
Meet the first woman to contact the Sentinelese. Is this real?
There's no way that's real.
I'm clicking into it.
All right, let's see here.
Anthropologist spent 6 years documenting the tribes of the Andaman Islands. I should have read these beforehand, but I still would have had to look anyway. Oh my god, I have to make an account to look at this. I'll find it. Hang on.
Okay. I just think, like, there's probably more islands like this in the world that people don't even know about.
Yeah.
There could be a small island where 15 people live somewhere. I would love to just, like, watch that island play out for a day. What they do. I wonder, like...
Like a day with them, I guess.
Not with them. Even if I was just, like, spectating. Watching from above.
Dude,
What?
this says a camera crew tried to go to the island, and when the boat got to the shore, someone launched an arrow and it hit someone in the thigh, and then the group that launched the arrow were all laughing hysterically on the shore. And that's actually really funny.
Do you think they like seriously though? Do you think they like ate the guy who went there?
I mean...
Probably.
You think they ate them? You think they're cannibals?
I mean, do you think getting food on an island for 35 to 400 people is easy?
Probably. They probably have a really good system there.
They've had 50 years too.
Especially if it's
Yeah.
uninterrupted. They probably have farms. It's probably so nice there.
I wonder what the weather's like all year round.
Apparently,
Yeah.
this group of people kept trying to give gifts, and this lady eventually got accepted, and they took the gift like directly from her. And like that's what the footage is of the gift. I'll show you guys, but you can't see it on the audio. But I'll show you guys.
All right, let's see here. That lady is the gift giver?
Yeah, so she's giving. I don't know if she's giving that fruit, but she's the one who gave the gifts.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's
So
kinda-
at
it's
a
kinda
certain
wholesome.
point, they.
I guess she knew tribal words that they understood because she worked near the region for so long.
Oh, okay.
So at a certain point, they'll take you in and like befriend you. I guess.
I guess she gained their trust because she kept giving them gifts and like making progress and wasn't, trying to push her missionary stuff.
Yeah, she just wanted to know more about the people.
That's cool.
I wish I knew of more interesting stuff like this because it's like fascinating to me.
This one is a little more off topic, but it got me thinking a little bit just about like really like stuff you can't really get close to and do a lot on. You know about this, Cody, because we learned about it together. The chimp war.
Mm,
Oh, I've
that
heard
was
of this.
interesting.
Who was it? Was it Jane Goodall?
I don't know.
I think she did the documenting with these these chimps. What were they? Yeah, they were just chimps. It was called the Gombe Chimpanzee War. If anybody wants to look it up,
I just found it.
they had like
GOMBE.
they had like teams. It was like a whole civil war, and they had like leaders that they would.
They had
Go
a whole
to-
group of people jump the leader, like not like people, but like the
Right.
what
And-
was it, monkeys?
Right, and the girl who documented it, she named all of them. I think she named like the worst one, like Satan.
This thing lasted for 4 years.
Yeah, this was a whole thing, and some of the ways. Can you find on that page some of the ways that the monkeys were killed by each other?
I think they would smash rocks on each other,
Yeah,
and I think one of the monkeys betrayed their group.
This was like a whole like, but that's like scary to me how these animals are so intelligent to like have an entire like civil war.
I wonder what, like this is kind of off topic, but I wonder what the penguins do in Antarctica.
Man, penguins are so cool.
Have you seen their teeth?
I haven't. Are penguin teeth like?
Bro, they
you ever,
are
Josh?
freaky.
I think so. It says the monkeys basically just beat each other to death.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's scary.
But they all had their own like territories.
Have you guys ever seen a chimpanzee without any hair?
I don't think so. Oh my god.
The penguin is scary, but what's even scarier, hairless.
Oh, I think I have before.
Dude, they are scary. Hairless chimp.
Guys, I know this is audio, but look any of this up as you're listening.
Look at the muscles on that.
Yeah, that's like
That's so crazy.
It
That
is
like we
jacked.
could be built like that. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those arms literally look like you could see like human biceps and like triceps and stuff.
yeah. I mean, if you want to go to the theory of evolution, we evolved from them.
Yeah. No, I
So-
I don't know. People don't think we evolved, but
That's so
like,
interesting.
look at it.
You talk to your own father about that one.
He doesn't think we evolved. I forgot.
Well,
Evolution is so.
he had a theory about
How do we-
aliens.
Just
but-
look at it. Like,
No,
that's
we
literally
definitely did.
our body.
We definitely did. But that war was ridiculous. That was one of the only. That was probably the only thing in school. Okay, the Holocaust too. That made me truly like uncomfortable to learn about. Just the fact that like, because we watched a documentary about it. How some of these monkeys would kill each other and how they would be so loyal to one person and like. They didn't care about the humans watching them at all. They never like messed with the humans. This girl could go right up to them, I think, or very close to them with cameras and stuff, and they didn't care. They just cared about each other.
Like they knew that like the humans weren't trying to harm.
I think
Probably.
so.
I think they just didn't care enough. They were more focused on each other because they were literally having territory wars and killing each other and eating each other and like drinking each other's blood. That's what they were doing.
How did it start? Didn't it start from didn't a girl monkey?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't remember. You're on the right track. I don't exactly remember what it was.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
If you guys do go research that though, just
It's very interesting, but it could be
it's
uncomfortable.
very disturbing, I will say, and I'm not somebody who gets disturbed very easily. This has been a darker episode, I think.
It's okay.
No, it's all right. It needs to happen sometimes.
I don't want anything to be forced. Like it's just naturally flowing
Yeah.
into that. So I wish I can't remember what I was gonna say.
That's the worst.
I know. About the war.
The war. What were you gonna say?
Oh my god, I can't remember.
That's the worst, especially when you had something good to say.
Probably not.
Can I talk about something for a second?
Yes.
You won't. This is again kind of off topic, but it's kind of on the track of you not remembering stuff, or not remembering what you're gonna say. You know it's gonna pop into your head late in like an hour, right?
Yeah.
You ever like, God, I could have talked about this before on a past episode too. I can't remember. I'll talk about it quickly. Have you ever like heard something, a word for the first time, or a song, or somebody's name, for the first time in a long time, or the first time ever, and then for the next week you'll just hear it everywhere,
Yes.
and it's just going like, wait, I've never heard that before. Now it's 3 times in 1 week. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, because this makes me think of the number I keep seeing everywhere, 444.
Yeah.
It's like concerning how many times I see it in
Yeah.
a day. Because
Some of that stuff is kind of scary.
What's that even mean?
444 is an angel number.
I think any repeating number like 222, 333, obviously 666 is not an angel number, but
666 is an angel number though.
Is it?
People just made it into a bad thing. 444 means a couple of different things, I think.
According to today.com, 444 signifies healing, transformation, change, revolution, evolution, and leveling up. I'm not sure if those really represent my life right now, but I'll take it.
Do you feel as you are revolting
Or evolving.
or leveling up?
You know what? I'm trying to.
Yeah? How are you trying to? What's going on?
What's wrong with it, man?
Are we gonna get deep?
We could. It's up to you.
This is gonna be a depressing episode to
It's
listen
okay.
to.
Well, no, I this is sometimes this kind of episodes needs to happen.
I'm trying to make my life... Okay, I won't say I'm trying to make my life better, but I'm trying to find the enjoyment in, like, small things. So... I don't know how to, like... I'm worried that, like, if I start talking about stuff, that's gonna, like, send me into, like, a psych ward.
No, this is good. I like this.
I feel like the idea of finally feeling like a reward feeling of just doing small things is kind of a step
Are you
up.
saying you're trying to stack your small victories and appreciate
Yeah.
them more, or even just appreciate like a sunset,
Yeah.
something like that?
I don't know, like, how much into this we want to get.
I mean, I want to hear what you have to say. Just start. We don't have to go too into it, but you know, this is our time to get it out.
Without getting into any... I don't think anyone wants to hear this.
No, I think
We wanna hear
I
it.
think people do want to hear it. I think people want to know about us.
Without getting into any personal details or information, I've been dealing with a breakup for almost a year now. And that sounds ridiculous because I think a year is a long time. But it was a very long relationship. It was almost 3 years. So that relationship basically became like the norm in my life for 3 years.
Yeah.
So the fallout has lasted a lot longer than just like a couple weeks.
Uh-huh.
So I've basically been like rediscovering my personal identity not in a relationship for the past year. And I feel like I'm just now starting to be over being in the relationship and now being able to like build myself back up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, do you mind like sharing like what year did you get into that relationship?
2020.
Which was your first year of college?
No, it was
No.
like my second. It was like the end of my third. It was the end of my second, I think.
Okay, so you jumped in out of high school into college and then into this relationship, and then you finished college and that relationship was still there. So you were
Yeah,
becoming an adult and then all of a sudden it wasn't there anymore. So,
correct.
you know, that's a hard jump to take. First off, taking the jump from college to adulthood,
Yeah,
and then having to, in the middle of that, realize how to live life by yourself and without being able to rely on somebody else.
it's basically just like trying to find.
Are you gonna go into like trying to find a purpose,
Not a purpose, but just like self
self-value?
yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
okay.
Pretty much. Because, okay, first of all, to get broken up with, because that's what happened. I got broken up with, which is, you know, fine. Everyone has the right to break up with somebody. But to get broken up with is like a boost, or not a boost, a punch to someone's ego.
Yeah, that's a
It's basically someone saying, I don't want you in my life anymore. you
right.
know? So,
And after 3 years,
yeah, so it's like, you know, it's a blow.
yeah,
So after that, you kind of have to like, you know, recover from it.
mm-hmm.
So that's basically been what I've been trying to do.
How's it going? How long has it been now?
Pretty much almost a year, like on the dot.
Yeah.
You know what? Like, it could be worse, but I feel like it could be better also.
How do you think it could be better? What do you think could make this situation better for your mental health and your life at the moment? What do you think? Do you think that's something you could be doing, something you could have done, something that could have been done differently?
I guess I wish I could have just been over it by now, fully, because I don't think I am.
Yeah, but do you think that there was a way that could have happened?
Maybe if I don't know.
It did end very abruptly and out of nowhere.
Yeah, but it wasn't like something bad happened that I could be like, okay, like, this person did something wrong to me.
Right.
So, like, I don't know. I don't think this makes a good, like, podcasting talk.
I think this does. I think this is deep.
I mean, it's just informational, kind of.
Yeah.
It's informational and it's deep. You always want to hear a deep conversation.
I guess what I'm saying is hopefully someone else has
Don't-
gone through a bad breakup.
Don't worry about the podcast. We're just having a conversation right now.
I know. I just don't
Because
wanna,
if this is just me and you and Cody, we could talk like this. Fine. Don't worry about the record. The phone's not there recording right now. We're just talking. Don't even look at it. Do you think that if there was something bad that happened in the relationship that it would have made it better for you?
Yeah.
Because you would have been able to use that as an excuse.
to get over it quicker.
Right.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
then you could say, even if it was you who did it, you could say, well, I fucked up. That's why this person's not in my life anymore.
Yeah. Basically, the relationship ended without me wanting it to end.
Right. And
So like, I basically had to get used to a new life that I didn't really want.
immediately,
Yeah.
you didn't have like any time to prepare for it.
Right.
No, I understand that. So it just catches you off guard. First couple of months, you're still just down and out, caught off guard. And then now you're in the process of trying to build yourself back up, which is a really hard one because there's going to be days where you feel completely fine and there's going to be days where you feel like it just happened, right?
Yeah. And
Especially
I know,
when that person, I don't want to cut you off, but especially when that person is your life, you're talking to them 80% of the day,
every day,
all day.
in the morning,
You're
and at
planning
night.
your life around them. You're working to buy gifts and support both of you guys, even
Yeah.
if you're not living together at the moment. Everything you plan to do is for two people. You have to be able to give on average 50% of yourself to somebody, so for you to be doing that and get in a routine for years and that to just end abruptly, I don't think it's insane at all to say that you're a year out and you're still not feeling yourself.
Yeah, basically what I'm learning pretty recently is that you hear the cliche saying of like you have to love yourself.
Yeah, before you can love somebody else.
Yeah, and sometimes people say that's not true, but I'm starting to realize it really is, because like I'm getting the mindset of I want to build a life for myself that someone has to earn their way into being a part of, and like someone has to be worthy of my partnership and time. You know what I mean? Not worthy, but like,
No, worthy
I
is
have
the
to-
right
I
word
wanna-
to use, I think.
I want to
though.
value myself so much that to let someone into my life, like, it's not as easy as it may have been in the past.
I understand that. Yeah.
I want to be so secure with myself that someone in addition is just a bonus.
Right.
Like, it's not the whole
There's
thing.
no
And I feel
Yeah.
like sometimes I've had too much of my identity be tied to having someone else in my life.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. I experienced your relationship,
Yeah.
You lived with me.
Yeah.
You still do. Not the point. Do you have anything to say, Cody? You've been really quiet.
I mean, I'm just like you kind of know about this. I'm just listening,
Yeah.
so I
Oh,
can
yeah, that's true. He
kinda-
doesn't really know.
Do you have anything to share about... Do you feel any of that? I know you
I mean,
Not too recently, but recently.
yeah, but I mean, I could feel like you have to, like, kind of find yourself, love yourself before anything.
Yeah.
I like even without a relationship,
Yeah.
it's something that you kind of have to do.
I do think that in some cases, that saying where you need to be able to love yourself first, I do think that there is some off cases where somebody else can help you realize how much you
Yeah.
appreciate yourself and life.
I agree with that.
I think that means you need to rely on the other person a lot. And I do think that I have found myself in that situation
Yeah.
because I have learned to become a very more confident person since I got into my relationship. And I think that my girlfriend has helped me appreciate myself and love myself more.
Yeah. But
So I
that's
think-
what you need in a partner.
Right. I think in certain cases that somebody else could help you love yourself because, you know, you both, there's not every day you're going to be given 50%. That's something that I see people talk about and I try to do. You know, you have to evaluate what you feel you can give. And if there's some days where you feel you can't give anything, you need to have somebody who's there for you to give 100% that day.
Yeah.
You don't feel like that was ever the case? Do you feel that was the case?
I don't know if I feel like I was at a place where I felt like I should have been in a relationship.
Do you feel that on the days where you had to give more, that you weren't able to?
Yeah,
Vice versa?
probably.
Okay, so that's fair. You know, that's a mutual thing.
I want to get to a place where I feel like I'm ready for a relationship.
Right,
To
because-
give like what someone else deserves.
Right,
I just don't think I'm there yet.
because on the days where you need 100% from somebody else, there's going to be days where you need to give 100%
Yeah.
to somebody else,
Like basically I've been like selfish for myself lately.
which is good.
Yeah.
I think you need to be selfish for yourself, and I think in a relationship you need to know how to balance that.
I agree.
Making sure that everything you do for yourself will always come back around to help the other person, and that you guys can build off of each other and support each other.
We started talking about this with angel numbers, right? Like the
Yeah.
evolution thing.
Yeah, we did.
Maybe that just means that I'm seeing those numbers because I'm on the right path,
Healing.
hopefully.
Healing,
I mean,
leveling up. You're having
I definitely want to. There's another goal. I want to physically level up. I need to get back to the gym.
that's something I've been trying to work on too. Me and Cody have
We're
a
starting
me and
soon.
Cody have a plan. School starts in 4 days. We're gonna start.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't even have an excuse. I can't even wait for school to start.
I'm gonna get I'm gonna get back on creatine. I'm just gonna see what happens. Cody,
Yo.
we didn't do one last episode because it was our bracket.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a riddle for us?
We need to end this episode with something
Hold
like
Yeah.
silly.
So
If
Cody,
you guys can talk about something quick, I'll get something quick.
all right, but make sure it's a good one though.
Yep.
So Cody is 1-0 against us right now. I'm thinking we do a minute 30, 90 seconds. He
That's-
tells us the riddle.
If he's fine with that, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Yeah. We won't do them on game episodes or bracket episodes. We will save that just for that. We will keep these to our talking episodes. I hope the audio sounds good for this. We went back and tested it a couple of times. We're really trying to figure it out.
We think we'll have something hopefully next week. If not, we'll get it ready for later.
We're going to have an idea of what we're going to do in the next week. I'm not promising that we're going to have it executed next week, but we're going to start planning what to do with our setup right now, because it has been really rough so far.
I wish I had something silly to talk about. I was in like a silly mood before, but this podcast has been like,
I think you're burning out, but you know what? Maybe we helped you a little bit.
this was a long day. You want
Yeah.
to talk about what we did today?
Yeah, me and Josh, we play Pokemon Go a lot, as we mentioned before. Today was Go Fest, so we were out for 8 hours.
10 a.m. to 6 p.m. playing Pokemon Go.
Right, and then when we got home, we pretty much got right into filming because we filmed the bracket episode right before this. So it's been a very long day. It's 11:45 right now at night.
I'm going to pass out in bed.
Yeah, Viv's been waiting for me. She was doing her nails in my room.
This
I
won't be-
don't even know if she's awake right now, but
This episode won't be too short. We thought we were going to have a short episode. It's not that short. It'll be a little shorter, but
we also never want to give you guys anything half-assed. I feel nice with this episode. I think we talked about some good stuff.
yeah.
I think we might have helped you a little bit too, Josh.
Yeah, I mean,
I think
just
you-
getting it out.
I think maybe you now, just like you said, you might have realized why you're seeing some of those angel numbers.
I feel like that's what a lot of this podcast is. It's kind of like a lot of venting,
Yeah.
but it's like also getting out what you want to talk about.
yeah,
Yeah.
just like I like to like clean my mental slate
Yeah.
for the week on here.
You know, speaking of that, I want to start, once I start going back to the gym, I want to try meditation or yoga.
it's good for you.
I heard it was like yoga or meditation. I heard it's really good for your body and your mental health.
Can we make like a goal on this episode?
You want to make a goal right now?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you want this goal to be?
Well, my personal goal is to, like I said, evolve and level up.
But how
Yeah,
are you going
I-
to know when you've reached that goal?
Okay, what day is
I
it?
feel
today?
like it's when you notice.
September. Like it's almost September.
Yeah. well,
It's
we-
August 26th right now.
September, October, November, December. That's 4 months.
So a day after Christmas.
Let's just say January 1st.
Let's just say, yeah, January 1st. Let's get started. I'm gonna get started on my New Year's resolution early because I have. Think about what you could do in 4 months. That's a long time.
I want my New Year's resolution to be resoluted.
Resolved.
I was trying to, yeah.
I want to make an episode on or around January 1st and
I just want the episode to be called like We Did It or something.
be able to say like, I did what I wanted to do for those 4 months. I feel a lot better. I want to get back to the gym. I want to eat better. I've been eating like okay, but still I've been like,
Yeah, I want to eat better.
I was doing really well and then I fell off.
Basketball season starting. I need to start practicing again. I need to start drinking more water. I think
Yeah.
we're all at a point.
I want to cut out sugar, to be honest with you.
Sugar,
I don't know if I could. I think having a little bit of sugar is good.
Yeah, I won't cut it out completely, but I still eat like
you need to take sugar in a healthy form though, like a Gatorade or something.
That's
I
not
mean-
even that healthy.
Okay, well it's
like fruit.
okay fruit, but you still need to make sure like you're
I'll
getting
probably still
enough.
I'll get coffee with
But
some
like
sugar.
candy though,
Candy.
It's not good for
anything-
you.
Any empty calories, I really want to cut out.
you ever start eating candy and then your face feels hot immediately?
God,
I feel
just
like flush.
gross.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I-
start like sweating when I eat candy.
I know I just DoorDash snacks, but I was gonna start Thursday because that's like the start of.
That's when we start school, so Josh is gonna do that then.
That's when we're gonna start too.
I was gonna bandwagon with you
So
guys.
yeah, me and Cody might be hitting up Applebee's, guys. Unlimited wings.
Pop out. No, I'm just kidding.
I feel like we've talked about this so many times, but we should actually really try to stick with it.
No, I genuinely like need to lose weight.
I don't know how to stick with it. I've been in this endless cycle.
We have to all motivate each other.
I think by us going together, it'll keep us going.
Yeah, because I will rip into you if you start like cheating on your diet or something, and you could do the same to me.
I don't care that much about my diet because I'm already like making it better as it is.
I'm not though. I've been making it worse.
Yeah. What's that motivational quote? One day or day one?
Oh,
What?
that's
Like,
kind of
You
heat.
you either start one day, or today is day one. Like
Yeah.
you're either laying in bed like, oh, I'll start one day.
That's a
Or you
heater,
ma-
bro.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like why don't we like?
Have you
I've
ever
been saying that I'll do this like physical transformation for so long. I want to just do it.
seen those charts where it's like discipline versus motivation?
Yeah.
Where discipline's better than motivation because
Yeah.
the motivation you're gonna
'Cause
spike and
right
go
now,
down.
Right now, we're all so motivated. We have to stay disciplined.
I get those things on like Timo ads on TikTok.
Should we name this episode One Day or Day One?
Sure, but if we're gonna name an entire episode after this, I think that we need to.
Should we name it Day One?
Okay.
This
And
comes
then
out Wednesday. Yeah,
let's
that's
name it-
actually
This
kinda
comes
funny.
out Wednesday too.
Let's name it Day One, and then the episode on
January. Our episode closest to New Year's after New Year's is gonna be.
it'll be like a sequel.
We
Day
can try to
one.
make a video for that too.
We could just call it day whatever. However many days since that episode.
Day and then like complete it or like something like that.
Yeah, but that means we are lying to viewers right now if we don't stick with this right now. This episode is going to come out on Wednesday, meaning that
So
What
do we
is
start?
that, the
Do we
30th?
start Thursday?
yeah, day one is going to be Thursday, guys.
Okay. Thursday. What are we starting though?
We need to. Should we make some rules here?
I'm not gonna make rules, but I'm gonna make like strong goals. Like for example, a gallon of water every day.
Okay. That's one of mine. I think all of us should try that.
Not
Okay.
a gallon. I'm gonna say half a gallon because a gallon is like
I think trying to go up to a gallon maybe.
I think you should work up to a gallon.
okay. So goal one: more water every day.
All right, we'll start with half a gallon for now. We can. I think once you start doing a gallon, it gets easy. But
I
starting
just
with
hate
it is
having
hard.
to go to the bathroom so much.
Yeah, half a gallon I could do pretty easily.
Okay,
Yeah.
so more water.
More water.
I want to go to the gym at least 5 days a week.
I was gonna try and go to the gym 5 days a week as well. One of my goals was not. This was one of my goals for the rest of the year. This was 7 days a week. I was gonna try and run a mile every day. I could do that at the gym. I just need to.
Do it for like 5 or 6, in my opinion.
I might
Because
try-
you might get burnt out.
I might just do it every time I
I think
work out.
weekdays would be good. 2 day rest, or like you
Yeah.
get 3 days on, 2 days
Yeah.
off.
I'm gonna be working more too, which is gonna be nice. Saving money, making sure we're saving our money.
I gotta stop buying so many hats.
Yeah, Josh has a fitted hat addiction.
So do you.
Not as
He's
much
slowed
anymore
down.
though. I slowed down a lot.
I haven't. He got me into them, and then I just like took off with it.
Yeah,
Also less to no sugar if possible.
just cleaner,
Cleaner
eating. Cleaner eating.
We have 4 months. That's a long time.
Right. Obviously, there's gonna be times where we're gonna want to enjoy ourselves, but that
Yeah, but
doesn't
think
mean
about-
that doesn't mean 7 days a week going out and like.
Think about if we start this right now, and we can look like January 1st is not that far away.
Right.
We can look back. and
Should
be
we all
like,
take before pictures and like upload them on our
Bro,
on our Instagram?
if I do that, I'm gonna have to do everything I'd say.
I think we should take before pictures, but only. We'll post them in January though, if it works.
Are we all gonna go into
Okay.
the bathroom in the mirror and just show ourselves?
I mean,
if I look really better in January, I'll do it.
I don't care. I'll post a shirtless pic. I'm still confident in my body now.
I don't
But-
care about mine.
The Campfire Sessions Fitness Challenge. We want to
I really, really don't want this to be one of those things that we talk about and then a week later
see.
like,
We're posting this live now. People are going to hear it. So if we don't do it, guys, all of you, I don't know who's listening to this, but if you're listening to this right now and we do not follow through with this, you have my permission to come at all of us as harsh as you want. Okay? Does that sound like a deal, everybody?
That
Yeah.
works.
All right.
Are you ready for the?
Yeah. You know what? Let's do the riddle. Josh, get a timer up.
Are we doing 90?
Once you read the last word is when the timer's going to start. Okay?
All right.
Cody is
Are we
1-0
doing 90
against us right now.
seconds?
Yes.
All right. I add 5 to 9 and get 2.
Oh, wait. I'm an idiot. I'll go.
Yep.
Did I start it when you finish reading?
Yeah. Was that it?
No.
Okay.
I add 5 and 9. I add 5 to 9 and get 2. The answer is correct. So what am I?
I add 5 to 9 to get 2. The answer is correct. What am I? Okay, I'm immediately thinking this isn't math. That would be too easy.
I add 5 to 9 to get 2.
Yes, that's correct.
Is it like to get to ... and then it's the answer?
No, number 2.
Oh, it says the number 2.
Yeah.
Does
is
the
it-
riddle say 5, the letter 5, or the words?
I'll show you.
Okay.
You want to pause it, or
No. Keep it going.
Just show it real quick.
Oh, okay, so it's not the words. I add 5 to 9 to get 2. The answer is correct.
I literally have no idea.
you said you wanted a good one? I think I found a good one.
I add... Hold on. Okay, 5 to 9.
Well, that's 14.
14.
If you add it like
I'm
that.
already changing the score.
To get 2.
I think we're not
The
thinking
answer is
correct.
correct. Wait, he told us the answer. The answer is correct.
No, like what am I?
What am I?
20.
What?
20 seconds.
A broken calculator?
Is the answer...
Wait, hang on.
Is the answer a number?
No.
Okay.
What am I? I add 5 to 9. Oh my god, dude! I feel.
Wait.
Like, oh my god, fuck. I don't know. I feel like it's right there. Time's up, right?
Do you want to have a final guess?
Final guess. I add 5 to 9 to get 2. What am I?
I feel like I was on the cusp of going.
You said a broken calculator. Are we just gonna
No,
lock
but
it?
that's like dumb though. I don't know.
Fuck. We're really tapping out again.
Hang on. I have an answer. I just can't think. Hang on. It's
What are you
am I?
thinking?
Would it be like a negative number?
You said the answer's
What
not
are
a
you
number though.
thinking?
It's not a number.
No.
Okay,
Alright,
I don't
it's too
know
late.
that.
What is the answer?
A clock.
Huh?
A clock.
A clock.
You add 5 to 9 10, 11, 12,
Oh my
13,
god.
which would be
Oh,
one.
because it goes.
Oh,
Okay, that's good.
That's a really good one. Okay, Cody's 2-0, Josh. We gotta.
I wouldn't have thought that though.
No, that was a good one. I was thinking like people. I don't know.
I felt like that was
All right,
a good one.
I think that was a really successful episode, guys. We just pulled that out of our ass, but I think we made some really good resolutions here that need to start.
I'm kind of excited actually.
Right. We have like a little pact right here going. I like this. Thank you guys for listening. We do apologize if the audio is not up to par. If it is better, please let us know. That would be you, Jimmy. Thank you for giving us audio feedback. We're working on it. Thank you guys.
Make sure you follow us.
Yep.
Linktree in description.
Linktree everywhere. You know where to find it at this point. That's it, guys. Thank you. We will see you guys on Sunday.
Goodbye.